Don't hire anyone else until you've watched this video, because the job you're about to pay $50,000 for isn't one job. It's a dozen different tasks bundled under one title. And when you split them apart, most of them shouldn't even go to a human. And in this video, I'm going to explain everything. If you don't know who I am, I'm Trew. I started coding at 13, got a computer science degree, and then spent 7 years in corporate jobs in London before quitting to co-found 2 7-figure AI companies, and now I run an AI agency doing exactly what I'm about to show you. Let's get into it. Okay, everyone hires the same way. The workload gets too much, so you add a person. I need a support person. Why? To do the support stuff. What stuff? The support stuff. That's how everyone thinks. You're hiring a job title, and a job title is just a box. Nobody ever opens the box to see what's actually inside. That's how you end up paying a full salary for work that a machine could do. Stop thinking in people, think in tasks. Take a support hire. It sounds like one job, right? Now actually list what they do all day. Answering the same handful of questions, replying to customers, looking up accounts, processing refunds, chasing people who didn't reply, passing bugs to the dev team, calming down the angry customers, forwarding emails to the right team, logging everything. That is not one task. That's a pile of completely different tasks, and some of them need a human brain. But most of them just follow rules. Now let's take one thing off of that list. Handling a refund request. It's one task, right? No. They have to read the email, look up their account, check how much they paid, work out if they're inside the refund window, make the call, write the reply, process the money, cancel their account, log everything. That is one task. Every task on your list is a package. You have to unpack it. And you keep unpacking until the steps are so small, there's no judgment left in them. That layer is what you automate, not support the unpackaged layer. That's the bit that nobody does. And it's because it's boring. But that's a huge mistake. Now go through those steps one by one, and for each step, ask this question. Is this black and white, or does someone have to make a call? Check if they're inside the refund window. Black and white. They're inside it, or they're not. Decide if this angry customer deserves an exception. That's not black and white. Someone has to make a call. That is the whole test. Black and white, a machine can do it. If it's a judgment call, it's going to need a person. Now run it down the rest of the list. Look up the account, black and white. Check what they paid, black and white. Write the standard reply, black and white. Talk down a furious customer threatening to leave, that's a call for a person. And here's the thing, even on the judgment calls, AI can still do the heavy lifting. It pulls up the customer's history, lays it all out, drafts the reply. A human can just come in, read all the information, and then make the call. So the black and white work gets fully automated, and the judgment work gets half automated. And that means most of what you are about to hire for, a machine can do. So let's go back to that job description that you're about to write. Run what's left through the system. The black and white work is gone. What survives is the judgment work, the exceptions, the angry customers, the calls that need a brain. And sometimes that's no longer a full-time role. Sometimes it's half a role that you can fold into an existing role. And sometimes you still hire, but it's completely different. You get one top-tier senior person instead of a whole team of mid-level support officers. Either way, the salary you pay now by thinking, not copying and pasting between tabs. So it's not don't hire, it's hire for what's actually left. One last thing before you go and run this. Whatever it costs to automate, weigh it against what the role would have cost you. A salary repeats every year. An automation is mostly a one-time cost with some maintenance fees. Take the build cost divided by the monthly saving, and that's how many months until it's paid for itself. If the maths works, do it. If it doesn't, hire the person. Sometimes that's the right answer too. Either way, you're deciding with numbers instead of a gut feeling. So before you write that next job description, run this process on the role. Open the box, unpack their tasks, sort the steps. What you find will probably change what you're going to hire for. It might even mean you don't have to hire at all. And if you want to go deeper, I've put together a full free training course that walks you through auditing your entire business this way, finding the expensive workflows, picking the right solution, calculating the payback, the complete process that we run with clients. It's at headcount.so, completely free, link in the description. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I'll be dropping weekly AI videos. See you in the next one.